Alright everybody, let's get into it. Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mr. 79 here on this glorious day of January 16th, 2017. And as the video length may imply, yes, this is going to be quite the epic TvT. Or maybe I just decided to put in end card spoilers at the end of my casts. I won't tell you which one it is, so it truly is spoiler free, because that's the best kind of SC, spoiler free. Regardless of bad puns, or rhymings rather, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Whirlwind, representing our red Terran player, it is LaughNgamez. With a nice little happy Carbot star over there, and a nice little Falcon boy over there. And the top right-hand corner of Whirlwind, spawning against his opponent, representing the blue Terran player, it is OliverHD. And let's see how this game shapes up. Here's a quick fun fact to start your day off. This is my third time trying to cast this, because the first time I just absolutely butchered the opening, right? It was awful. Okay, he fixed it. And the second time, like, this production tab, it got put way down here, and I couldn't fix it, and the player camera was all shaking around, and things just fell apart. But regardless of my shortcomings as a caster, let's see what the game is going into. Already very different openings from both players. LaughNgamez is going to go for that standard, well not quite standard, but definitely a common build in which you take two gases on one base and try to put on some pressure towards your Terran opponent. So probably going to be a Reaper out of this, followed by a 1-1-1 build. And for our OliverHD friend, seems like he's going to follow this up with two barracks after the command center first. Maybe he's going to throw down a third one, I'm not quite certain yet. And yeah, LaughNgamez definitely is under a lot of pressure to do some damage to OliverHD, because if OliverHD gets away with this CC first, he is going to be in a fantastic position against this heavily delayed natural base from LaughNgamez. Yep, looks like Reaper making its way onto the map, queuing up a second one, and a factory on the way, so maybe we're going to see some Reaper Cyclone shenanigans, is my prediction. Don't worry, in any of my failed casts, I did not get this far into the game, so I suppose we're both equally in the dark. Let's see what this Reaper is up to. Scout going actually the wrong way. Let's check out LaughNgamez's vision. Yep, he doesn't see anything, so this is his first time being out on the map. Just going to tag the zone, I'll go watchtower. See what is what, and unfortunately, due to this scouting pattern, looks like LaughNgamez is gonna scout here, and then OliverHD last, so good news for OliverHD. Cyclone on the way? Yes, Cyclone on the way, along with another Reaper. Should probably send that to this corner of the map, just to scout out his opponent a bit earlier. Oh, actually keeping it at home, which I guess is a fairly equal response, because he doesn't know what OliverHD is doing. There could be a Reaper on the way for OliverHD. Is there another Reaper? Yeah, 3 Reapers, a Cyclone, and maybe a Medevac seems to be the order of the day for LaughNgamez. Throwing down the engineering bay, because why not if you have the money? Reapers making their presence down to the bottom right hand corner of Whirlwind, but going to be severely disappointed as there's nothing there. Let's see, over on OliverHD's portion of the map, there's 4 barracks actually have finished up. Seems a bit gratuitous, but it is not my place to judge this man, as the Reapers are probably going to get shredded if they ever try to come up this ramp. So okay play from OliverHD. Generally you see 3 barracks, and then you put some, you know, add-ons on it, get your factory and starport if you do CC first. But it is not my point to say. Ooh, Marines coming down, actually catching 1 Reaper and damaging this Cyclone. A very great start to the defense of OliverHD. Let's see how this turns out, folks. So, Cyclone trying to move up the ramp, but his naked gut. Ooh, good grenade, but man, no high ground vision from LaughNgamez, gets forced out of this natural position. And it is 28 to 25 total workers, 29 to 25 now, and it's only going to get worse with mules and double SCV production for OliverHD. LaughNgamez definitely in trouble, needs to make some magic happen if he wants any chance in this game. Viking on the way, that's definitely defensive. So I think he just gave up on this aggression, gonna rely on his quicker tech, as OliverHD's factory is only now just beginning, which is severely delayed. I mean, 4 minutes and 30 seconds in, it seems, is when this is gonna finish. And meanwhile, you know, Stim's already on the way. Starport is happily pumping out Vikings, so LaughNgamez is probably gonna rely on his superior tech to come back in this game, because currently 35 to 20 total workers, and as you can see, there's been no workers killed at all. Alright, while we're waiting for this game to get in full motion, let me just preface this by saying thank you to everyone who sent in their replays to me over Reddit. I love this. Part of the reason why I love the Starcraft community is because they're so responsive to community events, and they really do support small casters like me. So thank you to everyone who sent in their games. I'll be happy to cast all of them. Please stay tuned for those. Also, on another note, Happy Milk Day! Yes, it is Martin Luther King's birthday today, so if you ever want to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, no better day than Milk Day. Oh boy, no school on top of it all. I'm gonna go watch a movie with some friends at 7 o'clock, and it is going to be amazing. La La Land is what it's gonna be. And I heard it's a good movie, it's a musical, so, you know, definitely gonna look forward to that. I haven't seen a good musical in a while. But enough of my personal life, let's get back into the game. I went up in too much of a tangent there, so probably about come and get down for OliverHD. But supply deal we're finishing up should get him out of this. Yes, but unfortunately, he's close to getting supply blocked again. Only has another, yep, 2 more on the way, so shouldn't worry about that for a while. Medevac finally coming out. Let's see what LaughNgamez is doing. Setting up in a defensive siege position, knowing that drops from OliverHD is certainly a thing. Let's see, how much has he seen? He's only seen this CC first and nothing else, so he doesn't know what aggression OliverHD may plan to put onto him after that 2 CC opening, and it looks like the main order of the day is going to be this drop. Let's see it as it comes in. Viking control good though, but boosting it anyways is OliverHD. Not a good decision. He saw those Vikings. Whoa. OliverHD, definitely a little bit of sloppy decision making from him over that part. Loses a full drop shape for nothing more than a little bit of damage on those SCVs. 66 to 79 total supply. The worker supply is starting to even up quite drastically as this 3rd command center is finished for LaughNgamez, and he is not being punished for it. So he says, if you want to play a macro game in OliverHD, fine. I will throw down my 3rd command center before you even have add-ons on all of your barracks. Which is not a pretty sight for OliverHD. Just putting his marines all across the map for some unknown reason. Maybe they're just, oh look, oh they're gonna be together. No, come back. Oh okay, they're feuding. Montague, Capulet. Poor guys. Alright. Scan going down. Whoa, whoa, there we go. From LaughNgamez. Gonna see what is up. Not seeing any army over there whatsoever. Because the army is right over here. Reaper, can you see that? No, doesn't see this army coming out. And yep, Stims. Ooh, combat shield actually almost finished on the way. +1 and combat shields finishing up for our friend LaughNgamez. The same can be said for OliverHD. Stim is finished for both players, so definitely have a lot more opportunities to be aggressive with their drops. But this early Viking control definitely something LaughNgamez has going for him. And Marine gets picked off over there, nothing to it. And ooh, dropship over here on this side of the base. Let's see. OliverHD not gonna do much. Let's turn on his player camera. Where is his attention? Yep, just microing those marines over there. No need to micro dropship. That marine is special enough to get its own little macro, and it doesn't look like he's microing this dropship at all. Maybe just for moral support. Perhaps he's gonna push the front while attempting to drop in the base, but hold that thought, he's just gonna go straight on in. Nicer drop here from OliverHD. Gonna take out a missile turret. And if he's careful, boost away, run away. The Vikings can't catch you if they so choose. No, they actually can't. Liar, liar, Mr. 79 on fire. And it looks like still LaughNgamez doesn't feel comfortable throwing down this orbital command on a 3rd base location. And wise move from him too, because OliverHD is looking to siege up this position, but it is currently 5 siege tanks to only. Ooh, 5 siege tanks to 4 actually, but 5 Vikings to none. LaughNgamez definitely can push out and break this contain very easily if he recognizes what is happening, but 2 full medevacs making their way over onto this topside portion of LaughNgamez's base. Well, it looks like they do get repelled as lots of missile turrets and a sensor tower actually on the way. Alright, ooh, big engagement coming on in. Let's see how OliverHD just stimming forward onto these tanks, not giving a damn about what the kind of splash damage you may incur. And yes, nice cleanup for LaughNgamez. Should lift this CC immediately. Lots of energy on these guys. You do not want energy on your orbital commands like this at all. Just slam that mule hammer down. I grant you permission. But it doesn't matter what I think. 3rd base coming down for OliverHD, morphing into a planetary actually. Very interesting trends from OliverHD. The general convention is 1st base orbital, 2nd base orbital, 3rd base orbital, 4th base, and above, planetaries. Ooh, looks like OliverHD is still trying to rely on this heavy drop. It looks like he's gonna get a good section of. Ooh, nice drop over here on this 3rd base by OliverHD for picking up a couple of SCBs, and actually if he stems, he may just take out this command center. Yes, it's burning down. That is most definitely gonna go down. LaughNgamez having enough of OliverHD's laughing and games, and is going to stem over and maybe take down this third base location for OliverHD. There is nothing there for him to defend. There are 3 siege tanks out of position. One's not even sieged. And yep, just siege those bad boys up and begin the shelling. Can he hit this? I don't think he can. Yeah, okay, so it looks like this planetary fortress is gonna go down. LaughNgamez, very well done by LaughNgamez, realizing that OliverHD had nothing to defend. And actually, if LaughNgamez isn't careful, OliverHD could... Well, if OliverHD isn't careful, LaughNgamez could just siege up this, push up this ramp with a fair amount of ease. He has the siege tank advantage, or at least he had. He has a cyclone and definitely air support. But this group of bio actually could set up a fantastic flank on this army. If LaughNgamez decides to push in, so he has to be careful. There he goes. Gonna sandwich him. Nope, just gonna poke out. Trying to be a little bit gentle. Let's see. Yep, this siege tank is definitely gonna go down. It's within these little white arrows of death. Ooh. Well. That marine having a little bit of fun without me. These marines gonna come back for the defense, and shelling away at these supply depots is LaughNgamez. Ooh, nice contained setup by LaughNgamez. Gonna have to see how OliverHD decides to break this on up. It looks like a flank is gonna be on the order of the day, which LaughNgamez should not expect at all. Yes, he has no idea that this is here. Oh, he does now. He sees 1 marine and a little bit of healing if he's paying a lot of attention. I don't think he is though. Oh, the hole that thought looks like OliverHD may, yep, get scanned. Coming in from both directions is OliverHD trying to break this contain with SCVs, forced to come off the line to help in the defense. Can he break through? Yes, it seems like all the tanks got cleaned up, and OliverHD forces LaughNgamez to run away with his tail between his legs. Oh boy, 3rd command center finishing up for LaughNgamez for the 2nd time this game. And the same can be said for OliverHD. Planning for a big goon drop is OliverHD, but he probably knows there are missile turrets galore. Actually, no, he does not, so... Oh boy, this should be fun. Let's follow this drop as it moves away across the map at the 11-minute and 56-second mark. Lots of action this game. Really back and forth so far. Gonna have to see how this turns out. It is 7 worker skill, 2-5, 85 for LaughNgamez, the 43 of OliverHD in the units kill tab. So LaughNgamez definitely, I would say, is in an okay lead. He definitely has an army supply advantage, but his deficit is 4 workers. So gonna have to see how he seeks to fix that up. Upgrades are about the same for each player, so definitely impressive play from there. Oop, LaughNgamez, let's check out his player camera. He does see this happening, but in the meantime, huge drop in the main base, gonna take out this orbital command, and actually probably the whole base itself. OliverHD seeking to return the favor. If he can set up a good siege position, yes, this is never gonna be broken. Right on top of the protection is OliverHD, and I don't know what LaughNgamez is going to do. Maybe lift up the barracks and flood them away, because his main base is getting ravaged in the meantime. Only 1 take and a handful of marines and SCVs for the defense. They actually should be able to hold this ramp location because this ramp works both ways. Can't come in, can't come out, 2 siege tanks. But it looks like, yes, LaughNgamez listened to my procaster talent. Nom, and going to float these barracks over to safety, saving what little production he has left. But this main base is completely for LaughNgamez. Going to take on a lot of these supply depots, a lot of supply drops. Ooh, very juicy pickoffs indeed. Kablowie goes that SCV. Or supply depot, rather. Trying to stem down the ramp is LaughNgamez, getting caught in a horrible choke. SCV is doing great work as well, losing a lot of marines. Whoa, LaughNgamez to this tank, and it looks like LaughNgamez may just be cleaned up in the end. Let's see, this tank continues shelling away. 10 kills on that siege tank. Jesus Christ. It's gonna get another... Yep, those group of marines go down. LaughNgamez realizing what is happening, trying desperately to kill that tank, but the repair and the save is good. OliverHD definitely siege up this main base, has complete control over this ramp and this main, but however, how many Vikings? Yes, only 2 Vikings. Alright, so probably won't be able to catch these medevacs if they ever try to retreat. And LaughNgamez, meanwhile, just doing what he can, getting cleaned up in the meantime. Not looking good for LaughNgamez. 68 to 82 total supply, 33 to 73 total army supply, and 35 to 9 workers, so he's ahead in that regard. If he sits back and macros up, he can definitely still win this game. A lot of energy on this orbital command. I recommend supply drops or mules. You can't go wrong, just pick one. No wrong answers. Let's see. Man, this is devolving into some sort of patience, but kind of stopped as a positioning aspect of siege tanks is just too much to take into consideration. But there are no siege tanks here for LaughNgamez. 2 siege tanks in production though, only 1 siege tank. Yes, gonna have to stem up before these siege tanks set up. Wise move from LaughNgamez, picks up 2 marines and 2 tanks rather, and gets the hell out of Dodge. Meanwhile, Eric scouting these 4 supply depots at the 14-minute mark. a sentence for the centuries if I've ever heard one. Trying to siege up. You're taking a little bit of damage there on siege tank is LaughNgamez. I think he just has to forfeit this position. Yeah, not many minerals here to be mined anyways. Maybe like a couple patches, definitely, but I would not recommend trying to break this container for the sake of this orbital command. You gotta lift it up before it starts burning down. LaughNgamez. Okay. Never mind, OliverHD deciding to pick up his units and retreat off of the siege position, funnily enough, and decides to run with his medevac tucked between his legs. LaughNgamez is going to take down this small contingency of supply depots trying to fight but realizing they're inanimate and they cannot fight. Look at them go. Yep, stimming forward, kind of unnecessarily are these marines taking out those supply depots with ease. And retreating out of the main base is OliverHD. Let's see what's happening on his side of the map. He has one mining base and two, but he has two bases up but very little workers to mine, only 9 to 28. And this army supply gap is going to start closing very soon. Sure, he's up 30 supply now, but see this 28 workers? It ain't going to be that case for very long, folks. So gonna have to see OliverHD pull a miracle of an engagement here. Unless LaughNgamez decides to move out. Oh no, wrong decision for LaughNgamez. Huh. Well, would you look at that? Alright, LaughNgamez coming over here, picking up a few medevacs. If OliverHD isn't careful, can you get away? Yes, barely saves those 2 medevacs. Nicely done from OliverHD, but scanning this location, is LaughNgamez gonna try to take down this production of OliverHD? This game is crazily back and forth. Thank you to whoever sent it to me. I'm enjoying this quite thoroughly, and I'm sure everyone else is gonna take out these barracks. Is LaughNgamez, OliverHD's base over here. He may... actually, never mind, because... Ooh, nice flank from OliverHD. The superior marine count going to OliverHD. Getting caught out of position is LaughNgamez. Oh no, being too aggressive was he. And that overextension may have just cost him the game. He had a huge work lead, but failed to realize that. And decided to move back out aggressively. It is 34 to 67 total army supply. And that is a lot less to work with when it's one siege tank, a handful of marines, and a crap ton of medevacs. But he has a dream, does LaughNgamez. Gonna stim forward and maybe take out a couple of tanks? Nope, peeking the drip. Man, OliverHD loves his drops. I would hate to play against this guy. But he does see this going around. Yep, sees those medevacs. Definitely moving their way onto the main base. Protecting my missile turrets. If he's not careful, he can flank to the missile turrets. But no, OliverHD recognizes that it is too much of a risk and decides to back on out. And I feel like his window was closing here. It's 28 to 9 workers, still 50 to 70 total army supply. And he's just gonna try to win with what he has. But I feel like the more time goes on, the more LaughNgamez is favored in this game. It's nice siege tank setup. These need to come down and join the fray. You definitely don't need to be protecting this area as these siege tanks. You need to be protecting this area. You actually have the siege tank advantage. LaughNgamez 5 to 3. They're just not involved in the fight at all. These marines gonna stim forward, pick off a tank for their troubles and their losses. And now moving on to this third base location. Evacuating is LaughNgamez forced to lift up the orbital command. Can this orbital command survive? Meanwhile, all the SCVs are getting massacred, diverting the attention away from the orbital command. So OliverHD actually not getting the orbital command nor all of the SCVs. Wise move there from LaughNgamez. Sieging down this ramp is LaughNgamez. There you go, finally getting these siege tanks into the fray. May start leapfrogging them forward if he is so inclined. Yep. Oh, OliverHD playing with fuego there. Let's see what's happening on his side of the map. A whole lot of nothing. Check that, I'm glad I looked over. Look at these marines stimming away onto this SCV land. The orbital command forced to lift off and run away with its fuel between its legs. Gonna go down, burn down eventually, and strong and trying to drop on the tanks. And the last effort to win this game is OliverHD, and actually taking out a lot of these tanks. Looks like he's getting teamed up. 25 to 55 total army supply, and this is madness. He gets absolutely destroyed, does LaughNgamez. Marines over there stimming forward, gonna take down more of this production for LaughNgamez. LaughNgamez has one base over here, one base over here. This one needs to run away, while LaughNgamez takes down these supply depots and refineries of OliverHD and to take that kind of move. Let's see, stimming going forward, and Mr. is actually going to take out a couple of these medevacs if he's not careful. Oh no, he finally paying for themselves. All those medevacs, those Mr. taking out 2 of the medevacs factory, and hold that thought. OliverHD has not rebuilt his base. And does he have the minerals to do it? No, he has 83 minerals and no CC in production. How many SCVs does he have? He has no SCVs. Alright, OliverHD officially has to win with what he's got. And you know what? Very doable. 28 to 45 total army supply. At the very least, he can force a draw in this 19-minute mark. Gonna gun down this factory, and yep, definitely gonna burn down LaughNgamez. You know that he's being revealed. You know that he doesn't have the money nor the air superiority to take out your flying buildings. If I were him, I would take one barracks and as an insurance policy, just put it over this fountain of life. Yeah, so at the very least, you force out a draw, because right now, 16 Marines and 2 medevacs does not beat 26 Marines and 3 tanks, along with 4 medevacs in support, 1 more CC in production for LaughNgamez. He may actually force a draw, actually. Because I don't see LaughNgamez contesting this army anytime soon, cancelling that CC. Nothing in protection for either of these players. Both these barracks is going to go down. And, oh boy, LaughNgamez may be getting a bit too tunnel vision, trying to win this game with his economy, but I think he just has to hope for a draw at this point. See this? These minerals are not going to help him too excessively. It is 5 workers though, so definitely doable for LaughNgamez if he splits himself really, really nicely up. OliverHD. Actually, does he have any buildings? Yep, floating his buildings over to the Fountain of Life as previously mentioned. This supply team is going to get taken down. Still going with this funky marine spread is OliverHD. Alright, here is his insurance policy. 1 barracks floating over here. I actually think Marines can hit this, so maybe want to move it over here. But that's what this barracks is doing now. And these Marines gonna try and move around, take off all of the buildings for OliverHD. But again, this insurance policy over here not gonna die anytime soon. I think we may I think we might have a draw in our games, folks. Yep, LaughNgamez decides to pick up and evacuate on out. Gonna probably float over here, or maybe he's gonna find another place to mine from, as there are no more mineral patches here. Mule gonna expire any second now. Oh. There we go. 24 to 43 total army supply. OliverHD with a superior army, but LaughNgamez with the superior draw ability. Yep, is he just gonna keep it over here? Where are you rallied, Orbital Command? Where are you going? Gonna have to see what... Yep, just sitting on over here. Alright, folks, I think that's gonna be a draw from our friends, LaughNgamez and OliverHD. A crazy game to top it all off. Wow, I think this is the first draw I have ever cast, or have even seen in a TvT in a very, very, very long time. Yeah, this Orbital Command, no Vikings in the sky, and siege tanks, they're a good unit, but they don't shoot up, just like Immortals. He can get a free Marine, does LaughNgamez, but what is his game plan right now? Factory on the way for LaughNgamez. And yep, getting his own insurance policy, throwing his barracks over here, realizing that you cannot beat what you cannot kill. Let's see. Let's take a look at the structures tab. It is 3 barracks, 1 barrack, 3 supply depots, and 1 orbital command. And honestly, I'm not going to say it's anyone's game, but it's anyone's draw at this point, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Which I doubt it does. Barracks at each corner of the map, and I think the stalemate timer may be enacted anytime soon here. I'm not sure if this replay can show it, but if no units are killed, actually if no resources are collected, and no... Let's see, what are the conditions for draw? No resources collected, no upgrades researched, and no buildings under construction for a certain amount of time, then the game starts a draw timer, if you do not know. And if no one upgrades, researches an upgrade. Crap, I'm drawing a blank here. It is early in the morning and I have a sore throat, so I apologize. You have to research an upgrade, collect a resource, or build a building. And if you don't do that within a certain amount of time, then the game will end. What am I gonna get a fatty shot off? Maybe? It's a tall order. Actually, genius move here from OliverHD. I think he should build a starport. Ooh, I think he just lost a chance to build the game, to win the game as the factory goes down. No detection here for the Sweatermine, so just gonna get 3 amount of kills. OliverHD recognizing this, and it's oh, special tactics from OliverHD. White Draw would be proud. Let's watch. Oh, there we go. Oh baby. Okay, I think OliverHD almost lost this game. There was a factory done right here, and if LaughNgamez could have wanted to. Did he have the minerals for that? Yeah, I think he could have thrown down a... Yep. Okay, here's the win condition for LaughNgamez. He's going to throw down a factory, and then he's going to throw down a starport, and he is going to get cloaked banshees. Because Vikings can't possibly kill all this quickly enough. He can just float his barracks down to some safer location and hover it with his army. But if he gets a cloaked banshee, he can probably pick off so much of this army that he would be that OliverHD would be forced to have a less superior army to that of LaughNgamez. Where is LaughNgamez' army? Units. Alright, they're over here, trying to... Just making sure that the Spring of Life is still protecting their barracks from the evil OliverHD, which it is. Alright, LaughNgamez definitely going to the tech up path. Ooh, Sting go forward. Can he get a medevac? I think he can. No, losing a medevac full of Marines. Ooh, painful loss there for LaughNgamez. trying to build a factory. I think that got cancelled. Let me go to the structures tab. Nope, one factory did finish on up. Alright, LaughNgamez needs to mine enough minerals in order to throw down a starport and eventually get either Vikings or Cloak and Banshees. Either one should be enough for him to win this game. It is literally either... I don't know how this is going to turn out. Is LaughNgamez going to win? Or is it going to be a draw? Because the best OliverHD can hope for is a draw, as he has nothing that can shoot in the air. Gonna have to watch out for that. And as these medevacs make their way over to this mining base, it actually could be taken out. LaughNgamez isn't careful yet. It's picking up. Gonna try to repair it as it goes down. No, music's expiring before he can do that. Can he get this burning? If he gets this burning, LaughNgamez has no chance in this game whatsoever. Can he get it to the burning? Yeah, starting to burn more than usual, and kabloo, goes down into the void. There's the orbital command. Crazy game. I've said this before, I said it again. Crazy game. Is this turning out to be? This SCV probably gonna get scouted on out. OliverHD stepping up to take care of it. Ooh, ooh. Or are they just lonely lovers? Ooh, and yes, LaughNgamez is being revealed. He has no money for an orbital, and I think we may be single draw here any second, folks. But ooh, getting a Viking. Is LaughNgamez gonna try to win this the old-fashioned way? But I don't think that's gonna technically be a win, unless he can get both of these buildings burning and in the red, and this one too. I doubt it's going to be a win. He can just land this barracks over here and protect it with his superior ground army. I think he canceled a tech up there, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he could afford Cloak Banshee, unfortunately enough. But if he canceled this Widow Mine, maybe didn't lose the previous factory, maybe there was something. Ooh, LaughNgamez can get a medevac full of Marines. Yes, gets one. Can he get two? Probably not. Has to lift up this fight. Starport and retreat it away. Probably going to get taken down before anything can happen. Yeah, is it gonna burn down? Is it burning? Yes, it is burning on down. LaughNgamez now with one lone Viking and one small dream. Currently, it is 700 army supply to 1400. And I don't think 6 Marines and a Viking can take down this force. But you know what? It slowly and steadily can happen, because he has 2 Widow Mines with some great positioning. He could kill. Ooh, almost an oracle there for a second, was I? Viking gonna come out, get some free picks, but Marines wisely protecting their fellow medevac comrades. Ready for dust off are these girls. Let's see the health on these bad girls. 3 health points there, 44 there, 56 there. So this is within one-shot range. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Sugoi tactics for LaughNgamez. Yes, real great. Oh, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. So is OliverHD apparently. Oh my god. Great positioning. One siege tank that could have helped out. Huh. Sneaky little siege tank. Crouching siege tank, hidden siege. Great positioning there for LaughNgamez. Beautiful. I can't stress that enough. LaughNgamez. What an epic positioning of the Widow Mine. Realizing there is no detection. Realizing that the medevacs are low on health. And if he takes out this last medevac, I think that it is actually a winnable game for LaughNgamez. Army value. It is 6 Marines and 1 medevac. I think 6 Marines can eventually kill 13 Marines if they force this term. And especially with this medevac support. So this 1 medevac is a lifeline for OliverHD. But then again, 3 siege tanks that I forgot about. Making their way into the fray. Let's check. No draw timer being enacted just yet. Alright, LaughNgamez gonna have to focus on this. And I think finally we have entered in a drawn position. The Sugoi tactic for the Widow Mines was a good idea for LaughNgamez. But there is no way he is breaking the siege position anytime soon. And these barracks are his last remaining buildings and are definitely going to be protected. We're going to have to see what LaughNgamez does about it. Let's see. It's Control-Shift-A? No. Alright, I will leave that alone. I'm not going to press buttons. I don't know what the hell they do. And going out on the map is OliverHD. Definitely the wrong move. He definitely cannot win this game. He has to force a draw conditioning. Moving out on the map is one of the delays. He loses that draw condition. Oh boy, these siege tanks are pretty low on health as well. So if he loses all these Marines and this medevac, LaughNgamez can easily drop on top of these tanks and make them shell each other to death. Oop. Careful positioning for LaughNgamez. Gonna try to catch the Marines and medevacs. Or medevac on the way back. Baiting! Oh, the bait! No! Why do one burrow? Okay, I think OliverHD should be able to skirt around this Widow Mine and should be defended against it. Let's see where that Viking is. Probably. Ooh, why is he setting up a bait over here? Is LaughNgamez gonna heal up his units as he is? And oh boy, the game will end in 2 minutes. Alright, now we have a nice little suspense timer over here to get the game going. Oh boy, I don't know about this. OliverHD has 1 minute and 58 seconds to survive left until he can get that draw position. But LaughNgamez needs to do something, and he needs to do something now. Ooh, one siege tank going down for some unknown reasons over there. Gonna drop on top of the tanks. Yes, perfect. Perfect play. And gonna take all these tanks. OliverHD grossly out of position. No, you had one shot. Oh, and so did that Widowmine, getting a bunch of kills over there. And now, ooh, 5 Marines to 6 Marines. Does he still have the Viking? Does he still have the Viking? Oh boy, this is what a game. Oh, no, he lost the Viking. Oh, yeah. Alright, LaughNgamez, now's your chance. You gotta drop, you gotta stim, you gotta take out these Marines, you gotta take out these barracks. Oh, this is so crazy. I think this is the craziest game I've ever cast. Beating 1 Marine already, gonna stim. Can't focus on those Marines. LaughNgamez, gotta get the barracks, gotta get the barracks, gotta get the... I think that's it. LOL, GG. The concave wasn't good enough for LaughNgamez. Damn those, because LaughNgamez realizes when he is beat and when it is a draw. I think that is going to be it. Oh my goodness. Finally, I gotta drink some freaking tea from my throat's killing me. So much action back and forth. You must pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, animate objects or otherwise. Oh, great flavor. It's a godsend. Man, what a game. I think that's it. It's a draw time. We're gonna start anytime soon. I don't know. Oh boy. If I hadn't lost my Viking, shouldn't have suicided it. Yeah. In these base races and areas, it all comes that your decision making becomes 10 times more important in this game. Thought only 2 things though. Oh, okay, so he lost. So he landed his Viking on top of a tank to kill it. Oh, coming back to bite him in the butt. What a crazy... If this isn't the most crazy TvT you have ever seen, you are out of your mind. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and let this game run out, but in the meantime, let me start my outro. If you want to watch the rest of the... this video, feel free to. You can watch it for the rest of the 2 minutes if you want that catharsis, but that's gonna be it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, if you like this game and if you like this cast, please be sure to leave me a like. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job. Subscribe if you want to see more of this type of content. Leave a comment down below if you are so inclined. And remember, folks, the internet could always use more heroes.